Manhattan candidate for Congress releases sex tape to promote sex-positive approach.
For Manhattan?
Yeah, so New York's 12th district representative.
They're already elected or they're campaigning?
Well, this is like, I don't know. I guess it's already over, right? Because this is from October.
Okay.
But that's a tactic.
Yeah, could you say it again? They do what?
Manhattan candidate for Congress releases sex tape to promote sex-positive approach.
Oh, I think I heard about this.
Because I guess he was just like talking a lot of shit about being very sex-positive. But, I mean, he's not, you can't lie. He's walking the walk. He went for it.
So what I want to know is, was he trying to spin it to be sex-positive? Did the tape already leak? You know what I'm saying? Was it one of those things he just tried to cover up, or do you think that was just his plan? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put it out and
I don't know, bro.
Roll
I mean,
with
it
it.
seems like he really meant to do it.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Here's a quote. If I would just talk about it, it wouldn't demonstrate my commitment to the issue, and the fact that I actually did it was a huge learning experience and actually influenced items on my platform. He did it with a porn star.
He did it his way, man.
I guess. All right, let's see what happened to this guy.
Yeah, I remember, I think in the summertime or something, there was a video about a congresswoman. She might have been from New York as well. But she put out videos of her twerking or something like that. Did you ever hear about that?
No, but I mean that's I feel like that's just kind of like trying to, connect with the youth or whatever. But
yeah.
This is like, man.
It's still, to me, that still lines on like sexual content.
That's fair. I don't think he won. I don't see anything. Nah, he lost. Sorry, buddy. Lost to Jerry
shame
Nadler.
on him. Shame on him.
That is a shame.
Oh, better luck next time, I guess.
I can watch it. Do you want to watch it?
I can't.
Okay.
I can't.
I gotta ask my mom first.
Yeah, for real. Wait, so do you think he's gonna look to do some kind of office again, or you think he's gonna completely pivot to driving a forklift on the weekends?
Well, depending on how good the tape was, I mean,
yeah,
he might find a career.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Contract.
I haven't seen it, so I can't
true.
judge.
I'm not watching the video.
Yeah, I think I'll skip that. Remember when that lady kind of looked like Ted? I was gonna say Ted Bundy. Ted Cruz, and there was like porn sites offering her a bunch of money to be like.
It was like viral.
Yeah.
I don't. I sort of remember
ago.
Ted Cruz's name popping up around that, but I don't know if I remember.
I'm pretty sure we might have even been in high school when that happened, but yeah, it was like she just looked like Ted Cruz.
It was probably during the 2016 election.
Yeah, it was. I'm pretty sure we were in high school because I feel like I remember laughing about it.
I feel like that's the last time Ted Cruz was relevant, was when he was running. No disrespect, Mr. Cruz.
Nah, fuck Ted Cruz.
Yeah, dude. Get out of here, buddy.
Yeah. You can't come on.
Nah.
What's going on, everybody?
Welcome back.
Appreciate you guys still being on the ride with us. This is episode 7.
Stairway to 7. 7 Heaven. 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven. Oh, thank heaven.
What would I do if it wasn't for the lucky number 7? Big Ben.
Big Ben. I was going to say Big Ben.
But we're not in England. Nah. Bars today.
We're off one today. We're
Yes.
off one today.
I'm feeling pretty good today.
I'm okay. Physically, I'm under the weather a little bit, but I don't have COVID, so that's a good thing. So
You made it, bro.
Yeah.
You're not getting locked down like they are in China right now.
Oh my God, dude! You've been sending me some videos of that.
It's crazy.
Insanity.
Prayers for all those people, man. Keep fighting for what you believe in.
It's scary, dude.
Yeah.
It's scary. But yeah, it's like I don't know. I mean, it's like I feel like everything's so intertwined, especially with us in China, that like everything that's happening over there will in some way affect things that are happening here.
Yeah, today I saw a couple of videos of some U.S. government officials talking about it, and like in press briefing, I guess I've seen a couple of people talk about stuff up, commenting on how China's handling the situation and their COVID protocol compared to ours and everything like that. So
Is that what it's about? The COVID protocol and the lockdowns and everything?
that's the center of all the lockdowns that are going on in China right now, and it's been going on since, I'm assuming, before it even started here, because it was originated from there. You know what I mean?
Right, and
So
it just hasn't even let up, and people are finally starting to get sick of it.
Yeah, what is that? I mean, we're coming up on 4 years, I think, right? It'll be 2024. Or no, we're in 2022.
Yeah, it'll be 2023.
I got Yay 24 on my mind, man.
Oh, no.
But yeah, man, we're coming up on 3 years now.
Right. And I mean, just, yeah, it's
Feels
everything's so
longer.
lax here. Just, oof.
To me, it feels longer than 3 years because I felt like we were in school for 2 years during it, right?
Well, kind of
Junior
like a
and
year and a
senior year.
half. Not all of junior year.
That's right. Okay.
We came home for spring break junior and then never went back.
So as of now, it's only been, I guess it's been 3 years.
Yeah.
Wow. I feel like it's been longer.
Give or take a couple months. But yeah, I guess it's just because that was such like a big part of our lives, right? And I mean, we graduated and like started full-time careers and stuff. Like that's like kind of a moment that like this past like 3-year period is like a big chunk of your life, as far as like things you remember.
Yeah, that's true. And it's such a, I don't know. Here I feel like it's been longer than 3 years, but it also sort of feels like it's happened so fast. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It feels like it was so long ago that the lockdowns were just starting to happen.
Yeah, it's just, I feel like it's one of those things you can think about it one way and it seems like it was yesterday, and then you can think about it a different way and it seems like it was like 10 years ago.
Lifetime ago, yeah.
It's crazy. Speaking of world events.
World events, let's go.
World Cup.
World Cup, big win.
Dude, crazy. I mean, I'm definitely not a soccer fan, but it's cool to see the United States like have a really good team, and they're super young, so they're fun to watch, and they're going to be good for a while. But yeah, man, big win. Took out Iran. That was cool. Iran, excuse me.
Yeah. I was going to hit him with the, how did I get out of the war? Iran. Nah, shout out to U.S. men's soccer. That was a pretty big win today. The World Cup is always so much fun.
It's just it's
no
electric.
disrespect to you, but it's like, it's so fun seeing people who don't talk about soccer posting stuff on their stories. I love it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like bigger, It's so
It's
electric,
dude.
Like
Yeah.
when they scored that goal today, it was like I was like really excited, but I just feel like I'm just not like if it's not the U.S. in the World Cup,
You're not going to pay attention to it.
which I mean, there's been some fun rides with the women's team, but it's cool. It's the first time the men's team has like ever been good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's valid. Because I feel like maybe when I was like little, when we had like Landon Donovan and Clint Dempsey and a few others on the men's team, the women's team is most memorable to me, obviously. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Those.
It was so. I remember watching. We were at the beach for one of the World Cups, and I remember we were at the beach and we were inside watching the soccer game because it was so exciting.
Yeah. But yeah. Our women's is just killer. It's just crazy. Like the men's is just one that we've never really been able to figure out. But it seems like this is the team that maybe not this cup, but
they can build for sure.
Yeah. This seems like the team.
Yeah. It's looking up, I would say.
Yeah.
For that team.
Yeah. It's exciting. It's fun.
Shout out to them.
There's a buzz in the air for sure, which is cool. Kind of everywhere.
Always. Yeah, and we watched the last game together too. When USA
England.
played England. We watched that game.
Yep.
Kind of
Which was
boring, but it was.
It's exciting. Though.
Yeah.
When he hit the crossbar, that was pretty. That was pretty crazy.
Mm.
But yeah, it was a good game against Iran. So
Mhm.
we're on to the Netherlands, I think.
That I'm not sure about. I
I'm
don't
pretty
know.
sure
who
that's
we're
what they
playing yet.
said. I was watching the post game for a little bit. I'm pretty sure that's what they said.
So we're like officially in the World Cup now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of
It was
the-
winning in. So
Cool.
you have to excuse the coughs today. How was your Thanksgiving?
It was good, man. It's nice. It's nice because all of our family is relatively close together. So, spent the first half of the day with my girlfriend Sierra and her family, and then that evening we went and spent time with my family out in Stafford. It was nice.
That is nice. My girlfriend's family lives in Delaware, so she went up there. We went our separate ways, but mine was good. I just my sister and her husband were there for lunch, and then they left to go have dinner with his family, and then I just had dinner with my parents. So it was pretty quiet, but all right. I mean, I ate and got to watch football, so
That was nice.
I shot a gun for the first time.
No way.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hell
What'd
yeah,
you shoot?
brother.
Was it a rifle, shotgun, handgun?
It was a rifle.
Nice.
It was pretty cool. It was like a super tiny bullet though, so it felt like a toy. Like
Was it like a 22 or
yeah,
what?
I think so.
Yeah. That's what
It was my sister's husband's, and he brought it down
Nice.
because they live in like a condo,
Mhm.
so he never gets really a chance to play around with it.
Right.
So yeah, he brought it down, and yeah, I went down with just figured I would just drink some beers and hang out, and they're like, you want to try it? I was like, yeah, I guess. So
That's awesome.
it was a little underwhelming, I
That's
guess, just because it was
exciting.
so.
It's quiet.
It was so quiet, and there's
Yeah.
no kick. It literally felt like a.
It's
BB
almost
gun.
like it's almost
Yeah.
like an air gun.
Yeah.
But that's what I learned on. I mean, I had a BB gun and then
No, I mean it was nice
22
because
and
I was able to like kind of learn like proper technique and
Yeah.
stuff. But like if I screwed it up a little, it was like okay,
Yeah.
like I didn't like hurt my shoulder or anything crazy. So
that's the best way to learn versus just giving somebody like a 50 caliber blow their shoulder out of place. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
and then you know it's like super loud and shit. Like this was like
mhm.
it was cool.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's what's up. Shout out to you.
I guess yeah. Fuck, I'm back this week.
Hell
But
yeah. Oh, one thing I wanted to touch on. Do you think you are? So obviously, you guys sort of divvied up your time with your families this Thanksgiving. Do you see yourself like next Thanksgiving taking turns, or you like the way you guys did things this year?
I think I mean, it would certainly be cool to kind of do like what you guys did or what
Mhm.
my sister did, but since it's not possible, like
Right.
it would be all or nothing, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, personally, I'm cool with the way things go now. I mean, it's one thing if you're like married with a child, but we're dating, right? So it's like I feel like we can kind of get away with just going our separate ways and then kind
You
of
guys do have a pet though,
true. Yeah, I took Phil. Phil was with me for the holiday.
and Phil is a
Cat.
nice.
I forgot. He's a main character, but
Yeah, I don't know
not
if
for
he's
the
gotten
listeners.
introduced yet.
I put a picture of him up one time when
Oh, that's
when
right.
I put a like the YouTube link or something.
Yeah.
I put a picture of him, but I didn't put any context.
Nah, that sucks about. That's what I was saying when I first started saying like we're lucky that our families are close together because some of my coworkers like they're driving to New York one weekend, Myrtle Beach the next weekend to see families and stuff, and they got a kid, and it's like I'm pretty blessed to have my immediate family so close by.
Yeah, and everything changes if you have a child because
Right.
it's like you wanted to spend time with both the grandparents, and the grandparents both really want to see it, but
Mm-hmm.
not that my parents don't want to see my girlfriend. It's just like but yeah, and then like over in the past, I like would go up there to her parents and do kind of like Christmas, like a couple weekends before, maybe like have dinner and like give them their gifts and stuff, and like still see them around the holidays. But
Yeah.
actual Christmas Day, I'm chilling at home for sure.
So you do you sort of celebrate a little early or a little.
Yeah, I mean, just like get up there in the season, like where everything's decorated, and I can bring them a gift, and we'll go out to dinner, and spend a little time up there.
Yeah, I think sometimes when I was younger, it would be we'd hang out with like my dad's side of the family for Thanksgiving or Christmas, and then my mom's side of the family for the other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think a lot of people do it that way.
Because they're both. I mean, it's a month apart,
Right.
literally. So
that's lucky for me. All my family is up in the Pittsburgh area. So the majority, not every single person, but so we'll go up for a couple days, and we'll do like traditionally we would do like Thanksgiving with my mom's side, and then on Black Friday we would just go like hang out with my dad's side. So it's like. Yeah.
So they're both in PA.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
yeah,
okay.
everyone's up there.
So are they all? Pennsylvania's a pretty big state. Are they all
It's all like
scattered or
no,
what?
it's all like Pittsburgh area.
That is nice.
In and around kind of deal. I don't really. I mean, my cousins live like in Pittsburgh now, but yeah, kind of just all right around there. So yeah, probably like max like 40 minutes from each other, or some of them. So it's all kind of in the same world.
So whenever you're up there, is everybody getting together, or sometimes it's you and not all your family can make it?
A lot of times, well, there's always people that can't make it because
Yeah.
my mom's one of 7.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, there's always, but most of the time, everybody comes up there. And I think we might have talked about this before, but we do like a Christmas party in January for that side. So that's when
Nice.
we do like, we used to do like
All that stuff.
white elephant gift exchange, stuff like that. So, but yeah, holidays are a good time. I just put up the tree in the main room.
I didn't even see it.
Oh yeah, it's over. It's like in the corner by the door.
Yeah,
You have to
check it
check
out.
it out after. Or,
Came straight to the lab when I got in, man.
and then put a wreath on the door. So
Heck
feeling
yeah.
pretty
Festive.
jolly. Yeah,
That's good to see.
yeah, it's all right.
White elephants. Do you do those often?
We used to. I can't. It must have been a couple years now since we did the last one. But that was just with the cousins we would do it. Because when we were really young, there was a grab bag, like for everyone, I think. Like a gift
Like a goodie
exchange.
bag?
No, it was like a gift.
What's a grab
I don't know
bag?
why we called it that. It was just a gift exchange.
Ah, okay.
And it wasn't quite White Elephant because it was like, there was a spending limit, but it was like, I don't know, like maybe $20 or something. I feel like White Elephant's like $10
$4,000. $10? I didn't know that.
No, White Elephant's like
Cheap?
bad presents.
Hmm.
Air quote bad. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's like you just like find shit around your house and give it to people. I'm pretty sure that's what a White Elephant is.
You just find it around your house?
Or like you can't spend a lot of money.
I mean, I'm sure it probably did start as that. But I feel like people, like a white elephant party, I feel like, I don't know, that name probably encompasses a lot more than one strict meaning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How people use like one term to just blanket everything.
Yeah, I think at this point it's kind of okay.
Like if you're raking in cash, your budget maybe like $100 or something like that.
Uh-huh. Is to
What'd you find?
Oh, so it's supposed to be, it's like funny. It's like,
White elephant?
yeah, the goal of White Elephant gift exchange is to entertain partygoers rather than gain a genuinely valuable or highly sought out item. I'm trying to think of like an example. It's like something like that's like funny.
Like a prank or like a Nerf football?
Makes it seem like if you're entertaining, it's like almost like a prank.
Like a whoopee cushion or like one of those cans that shoots out the confetti or whatever? Nah, that'd be annoying. Well, for me, I'll speak for myself.
And it's okay, so also White Elephant's random. You don't get names. You just bring something. And then you like draw numbers and then you just get
you get that?
Yeah.
Ah.
So I knew there was like something.
I've never done that then.
Yeah, we did that.
Mine's always been different, I
I
think.
feel like we did it once. I might be Steph. I know you listen. Tell me if we've ever done this before. Because I feel like we usually do like names. You know, like you like kind of secretly get names assigned. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so we do, instead of like a secret Santa or white elephant will do like exchange stockings, and we'll fill each other's stockings. So
You do that like within your family.
yeah, and
That's cool.
Sierra's involved, and my brother fiance, shout out Josie, she gets involved too. But we set like a limit on that, and then we just try to
Fill it up. That's cool.
we try to get stuff that each other needs. So we also have like it's online, so you put like a little wish list together
Okay, yeah, I think we
to
might
give
have
people
used
ideas.
a similar thing
The
like
same
that
exact
before.
thing, probably.
Yeah. My mom still does like which is it's nice, like the Santa effect, So like we
Shout
like
out
come
Santa.
down and like all the stockings are just like stuffed with presents.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. The magic went away a little bit like nowadays because she's like, okay, I got the presents wrapped, but I don't feel like carrying them downstairs, so you guys take them down. So we're just like carrying boxes downstairs and like putting them under the tree, but.
Do you know what they are?
No.
Nice.
I try to give because she always wants a list,
Mm-hmm.
so I try to give like a pretty wide range so I can kind of just like, because like I hate when you just like when people are just like, I want this for Christmas,
Mhm.
and it's like, well then you know what you're getting. It kind of takes all the fun out
Yeah.
of it. But we've gotten some good ones though. Like we got my dad a popcorn machine, like a movie theater one once, and we like hid that pretty well. Like we had it stuffed in the garage, and then like after he went to bed, I like snuck it downstairs. So we do a pretty good job sometimes. And have you seen the movie A Christmas Story? Like
With
the kid with
Ralphie.
the glass shoot your eye out.
Yeah.
So my dad like just loves that movie.
What's his name? Isn't it Ralphie?
Yeah.
And what's the little brother's name? Ralphie and
I want to say I really want to say Manny, but that might not be right. That doesn't sound right.
I don't know. Well, it might be Ralphie and no, Manny is like Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Oh, dude, that's what I was thinking
Yeah.
of. Oh no.
Ralphie Ralphie is a wimpier character.
Fact. The original Wimpy Kid.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Anyways.
my dad like loves that movie. So my sister's husband, just dating at the time, this was a few years ago, got a Red Ryder BB gun
Yes.
and hid it in the basement. And after we were all done opening presents, he's like, hey, I think there's one more over there behind the thing, like, kind of playing out the
Yeah,
last
yeah.
scene of that movie. And then, but it didn't play. I don't think my dad got it.
Oh, really?
He didn't, like, get the
joke?
Yeah, but I don't even really know why. I think, like, this is, like, just my theory, and I guess it's, you guys can tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like he thought that John was pulling that stunt to propose to my sister. Like, oh, I think there's another gift over there. But if he didn't, like, clear it with them first, like, I think he was just, like, kind of freaking out about that, and then I just feel it just didn't play.
Yeah.
And I thought that was going to be, like, awesome, because John told me he was going to do that. I was like, that's such a good idea.
Because your dad loves that movie?
Yeah, it's like his favorite movie. We watch it every year. It's his favorite movie. Or favorite Christmas movie. But he didn't get it. It's like, what?
That is crazy, because whenever I hear Red Ryder, Wait, but he didn't know. Was it wrapped?
Yeah.
So when he saw it, was he not
He still
excited?
didn't get it.
Uh,
He opened it and he was like, what's going on? Or like, it's a Red Ryder BB gun like the movie. And he was like, oh. Yeah, I don't know. It was just weird.
Huh.
It didn't play. Did not play.
I feel like for me, whenever I hear Red Ryder, I immediately think of that movie.
Right, yeah. And
Or even BB Gun.
yeah, and he did the whole thing. Like, he hid it in a different spot and was
Yeah.
like, oh, I think there's one more. I don't know. It was weird that
Oh.
it didn't work out.
Sometimes joke just doesn't hit.
I know, yeah, sometimes when you think you have it all planned out, it's just tough crowd, I guess.
So when I got here, you were making some beats, it sounded like.
Yeah, my chill lo-fi study
Yeah.
too.
That was sweet.
Thanks.
How long?
I like to mess around with it.
Yeah.
But honestly, it really worked out because, like, that's how I had, like, a lot of the equipment to start this. It's like I already had the interface and I already had, like, a few good sets of headphones. I wanted a microphone anyhow. And I had like recording software on my computer already, but yeah, it really just kind of stemmed from like when I was in college, me and a couple of friends played in a band. We've talked about that before, but then when I moved out here, like I didn't want to just stop doing music altogether. Um, and I kind of just got sick of like just playing because like I've always had like this big keyboard back here, and I kind of just got sick of just like playing that into nothingness. So I like kind of got all the tools necessary to start recording, and then naturally kind of just got into like adding drums in and stuff. And then, but yeah, I just like little like 8 measure loops like that because they're just fun to jam on. Like
Mhm.
I have very few things I've made that I like feel are like release worthy, you know, but it's just fun to make stuff like that and then just jam. Like I did it probably for like a hour or so before you got here, just for something to kind of kill the time.
That's sweet. Gets the creative juices flowing too.
Yeah, it did put me in a good mindset. I don't do it enough, but I tried to like make it super easy. That's why I bought this little keyboard, because it's just like I tried to just make it so I can just do it on a whim. I don't have to be like, okay, let's set up everything and then like, yeah, just more and more stuff kind of kept getting added to the setup, and then you were like, let's do a podcast. I was like, okay, I have like pretty much everything we
Yeah.
need. So
That's sweet.
yeah.
So you do it like a few times a week. You might find yourself.
Yeah, I
Messing
used to be
around.
like every day. I really wanted to like do it every single day, but slowed down recently. But I still like to do it a couple times a week. Yeah.
You're not pulling 5 beats a day for 5 summers.
No, I wish,
Yeah.
dude.
Damn, bro.
That's how you get good at it.
That's true.
I've seen growth in myself with it since I started. Because like I remember me and you used to talk about doing it in
Bro.
college, but it's just like when I first started, it was just like everything was like learning a different
So
language.
complicated.
And then now I like can do one just to jam on and have fun in like, I don't know, 20 minutes or something.
Yeah, that, like you said when we talked about it a couple of years ago, I got on the free FL Studios,
Mhm.
and I just got dude, it was so hard for me to understand everything. And I think part of it, I wasn't setting aside time to try to learn it. I just wanted to sort of jump into it, and I think that's why I never took it that seriously.
Yeah, it's hard when you try to just, because you want to just be like, okay, let's make something fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think like, and it started even beforehand, because like on this big keyboard you can do like a little like 4-track recording. So I would just try to like make songs. So I did like Runaway, like that was the first one I like tried to recreate, and then that kind of like got me familiar with the concept of just like laying tracks down and stuff. And then, but yeah, learning the software was just like a couple YouTube tutorials, you know, like 30-minute YouTube videos, and then but it worked out because that's what we used to record this too. So it was good to kind of learn it and know how to edit audio in it and stuff kind of already. So yeah,
That's
it's a good hobby. I'm not upset that I do it. I think everybody should have music in their life in some form or another.
That's true, man. Couldn't have said better. I think touching back on like why I didn't get into it that much, just not wanting to set aside time to try to learn something. I feel like that goes with anything in life, you know. And I wanted that instant gratification of being able to just mess with it for an hour and, you know what I'm saying, be able to make songs and stuff like that. But I don't know. Talking about it now reminds me it's just like anything else in life. If you want to do something, you got to put in work if you want to see success. So
Yeah, you got to learn it, and doing anything really gives you a more perspective on it, like how hard it is. Like music, for example, like I would like our intro song, right? That took me like a long time to do, and then I think about like a full song that someone like listens to, and you're just like, how, like, or a full album, dude, and it's like that's like, oh, that's probably why, you know, artists don't just drop albums like whenever, because like, yeah, I just feel like you could spend an eternity on a song if you wanted to. So it's like knowing when to just like pull away. But yeah, I mean, you gotta learn just like anything. But I feel like that's always been kind of hard for me because I feel like growing up, like a lot of things did come like kind of easy to me, you know, not necessarily like on the sports side or anything, because I was never super athletic, but just like intellectually, I guess. But then like learning things like once you get to like college and stuff that like you actually have to like sit down and learn is like pretty, I don't know, it's not hard, but it's like, you know, it's a learning curve in itself just to learn how to learn to do something.
Yeah, I was going to say earlier that mentioning you doing a great job with the intro song, but just adding that to how you and I were talking about years ago, and when I put the headphones on, I heard it for the first time, I was like, okay, he's been working on this shit, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that was really cool.
Yeah, that was the first time I ever tried to sample something, so that was kind of a fun project to do. So
That's sweet.
yeah, I just hope that Ye's lawyers don't come down on me for using that sample.
No shot. For anyone who didn't know, it's Kanye West in the sample.
That is a Kanye sample.
Yes.
We are a Ye 2024 podcast.
Yes, 100%.
And once the campaign starts going, that will be the only thing discussed on here.
Correct. I might have to quit to go door to door, actually, for with the Ye 24 merch. So if that happens, you'll be hearing from me. What were you saying about the intelligence stuff? I remember now. I was gonna say it's almost like you need, as you get older. Well, as you get older, you gain new perspective, and it's like that perspective, like you said, when you get to college or whatever, it almost forces you to adapt, you know? And I guess it depends how you carry yourself with your academics and stuff like that, but I sort of felt that because freshman year, at least the first semester of freshman year at Tech, I don't know, I just felt like I wasn't really putting myself, what's the word? Were you trying to push yourself?
Put enough effort in.
Yeah, I just wasn't really putting in the effort. I was sort of just going through the motions of everything.
Yeah.
And then second semester is when I really something changed for me, and I started seeing things differently. But yeah, that's it. If I knew what I knew now in high school, or I had a different perspective when I was younger, it'd be interesting to see how things would play out.
Yeah, hindsight, you know, it's 2020. It's easy to wish you knew things back then, but yeah, I don't know. Learning how to learn was a big thing for me in college because, like, in high school and stuff, like, I didn't have to do anything, and I just, like, got through it because it was easy. And then getting there was like, okay, this is actually, like, hard. Like, I remember, like, I failed, like, my first test or something, and I was like, oh. So I guess I actually have to try now.
Yeah, I know that feeling, bro. I thought I was gonna be out of school, man. I didn't think I was gonna be, like, kicked out or drop out or anything, but those first couple
It's
test
scary,
grades, man, yeah.
It's like,
especially when you're a class that only has 3 or 4 tests and no other grades.
Yeah. I remember it was like one of my first days. I had a quiz and I didn't really know how Canvas worked yet, so I just like started the quiz and it was like 10 minutes remaining. But I thought like I would have like the whole day to do it once I started it, and I was like freaking out, dude. And I failed it, and I was like, oh, that's it. Like I'm never gonna graduate from here. But
Good times.
good times.
A lot of learning.
But yeah, I remember like you rushed your fraternity in the second semester of freshman year,
Yeah.
right? I remember you used to just fucking grind on that.
Dude.
Those quizzes y'all had to take. I just remember you'd be like, all right, ask me this.
Yeah, bro.
And it was just like all this stuff that made absolutely no sense to me, and you could just like spit it out. I was like, damn, he's like, that's dedication.
Yeah, I was studying. And that's the thing. Like, when I did that, I realized what it was like to have free time because I didn't have any of it.
Right, because you were pretty much fully dedicated to that outside of your classwork.
Pretty much. I think that's what it was that gave me that new perspective, or at least helped in me seeing that new, like, getting a new look on life and stuff. Definitely broke me out of my shell at Tech. I started making more friends, meet new people and stuff like that. So
yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I think fraternity and Greek life in general can be really good for a lot of people for that reason. It almost not forces them because you are choosing, but you put yourself out there in a way maybe you wouldn't otherwise do. So that's definitely a positive thing.
Yeah, and having to wear a suit every day was pretty fun too. I can't lie.
Bro, that would have made me fucking quit that shit faster than anything else.
It honestly wasn't bad. Like once, because you sort of just got used to it. You know.
Do you have to wear a full suit, or could you go with
No,
khakis?
it was just khakis and
and
a
a suit
sports coat,
classic
tie.
pledge look. I feel like.
Yeah, but
I mean, I guess gotta look good to be good.
yeah, it was cool. I mean, and when I was in high school, I wouldn't say I was preppy, but I dressed up like for sporting events and stuff. I'd dress nice and things like that. But
I did too in high school. And then I did a little bit like sophomore year of college. I remember dressing up a lot just for the hell of it, but that's not me anymore. But yeah, definitely having to wear the suit all the time I would hate that.
yeah, I'm not gonna cap. I was kind of preppy in high school. I was wearing bow ties and shit.
Yeah, so was I. And Sperry's with no
Yeah,
socks.
bro.
I look back on that now, bro. Like, if I wore that shit now, like, people would be like, what the fuck are you doing? Back then, it was just like, oh, hey, CJ, what's
regular.
up? Yeah, It's like, what the fuck? So different.
Yeah, I knew if I let that slide, me saying I wasn't very preppy in high school, some people would say I was capping. So
Yeah, they were going to come after you.
yeah, they're gonna take the pod down. But what brands you got on today?
Oh, boy. Nike socks. Champion hoodie. Discontinued Champion hoodie.
Oh,
Comfiest fucking thing I've ever put on
Rare.
my body. Ever. It's like,
wait, when did you get that hoodie?
not that long ago.
Like a couple of years or what?
No, like a couple weeks ago.
Seriously? And it's discontinued?
So I got it at like Marshalls, which is like TJ Maxx. If you've never been to Marshalls,
What if you've never been to TJ Maxx?
then it's like things that get discontinued or things that have like some minor issue with it, like the tags put on backwards or something. So like merchandise that can't be sold at a normal store. But yeah, so I bought it, paid like something. It's really great place to shop if you are not hip to TJ Maxx. Probably like $15-$20 maybe. And then I was like, I need more of these. So I went on Champion's website, like put the part number in, and it said discontinued. But anyway, Champion, and then these are like, I think they're just like Dick's Sporting Goods, like DSG. So, kind of all over the place.
Bro, Dick's Sporting Goods has an underrated apparel collection.
These shorts are super comfy. I have 2 pairs.
I've got some
3
socks.
pairs. 3 pairs.
Some plain black and white socks, and they're not they give the Nike Crew what do you got, crew cuts cut socks or whatever.
Yeah.
They give them a run for their money. I'm telling you.
I've never really been a huge. Well, I guess I shouldn't say never because obviously I own them, but
What the Nike socks?
Nike socks. I'm a Puma sock guy, dude. They're so comfy.
Puma gang.
So comfy. And cheap. You can get a lot of them. Again, TJ Maxx. I don't know. I'm not like I used to be more of a brand guy, I guess, than I am now. Like, now I kind of just like, I like stuff to just like be comfortable. It's kind of my number one priority. I think we talked about that a long time ago, but there's definitely brands I'll like stray towards if I see, if I have the option. What about you? Are you like, would you consider yourself someone who's brand loyal or?
Not in the sense that, like if there was this company I really liked and they were doing advertising with child pornography and stuff like that. I'm not rocking with them. I know we talked about that last week, but I will say like Carhartt's a brand for me that, they don't really miss with stuff that I like from them.
Okay.
So, and their stuff's pretty durable too. That's what I like about it. And
Carhartt is I've never purchased something from them and been disappointed. You got me on that wave freshman year.
the Carhartt way?
Yeah, bro. You had one of those the big brown jacket, and you were
The
like
warm one.
Yeah, and you were like,
Yeah.
dude, you have to have one of these. And then I think I got one for Christmas that year, and like it's amazing. And I just wore it to the Steeler game a couple weekends ago. It's like still just so warm.
They're good. They're good in the cold. They're decent when it's snowing and rain. If it's like if it's a downpour, I wouldn't wear it. But
No, I mean it was amazing in Blacksburg crossing that drill field, dude. I mean that's no joke. That was
Yeah.
cold some of those days
Yeah.
with the wind.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
Carhartt's for real.
Yeah.
That's one of the brands I rock with. I'm the same way with Nike sock. Well, I wasn't Puma socked, but high school I started wearing. Well, it was probably like middle school. I was for sure wearing the Nike Elites to basketball games.
Oh yeah, had
You
to.
know what I'm saying?
No choice.
I only had a few pairs because they were a little pricey.
Bro, I remember them being like $10 a pair of socks or something.
Bro, that's
like that.
cheap. It was like $16
Is
for
that what it was? $16.
or $12 for one pair or something.
Jesus Christ.
It's crazy for me to be getting in middle school.
Yeah.
But I mean, the thing about it's weird because Nike's everywhere. Like Nike's everywhere. I'd say Adidas is most places. Puma's resurging. New Balance is on a huge wave right now. And a few other brands, but I just feel like Nike is one of those companies that is just always going to be around, and no matter what room you're in, somebody's going to be wearing something Nike. Would you agree?
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, because they make so many different things too. You know, like at least like there's gonna be somebody's gonna have a pair of Nike shoes on, and maybe it's not because they're like a Nike fanatic. They were just like went to the store and they were like, I need new running shoes. Here's the first ones I saw, and they're Nikes. You know, I feel like that's not obscene to think.
Even like, and not even like wearing Nike, but just owning it. If you, I feel like if you talk to somebody nowadays and you ask them if they have Nike running shoes or whatever, they got something Nike. You know?
Yeah. I mean, like I don't have a ton of Nike stuff, but I got the socks. You know, so it's like, and then a couple hoodies over the years I've accumulated. New Balance is a brand that I really like. I just feel like all their shoes, that's the only thing I've ever had from them is shoes. I've never purchased any of their like workout clothes or anything, but shoes are just so comfortable and they last me a lot longer than anything else I've had. So that's a good one. Champion, I love Champion sweatshirts. Like that's probably the one I'm trying to think what I own like the most of. Probably Champion. I have a few Champion hoodies.
No, I feel the same about Champion. I've got a couple crew neck sweaters and I've got a couple hoodies. But I will say when I was growing up, I didn't want to be seen with Champion on. And I'm not lying.
Did they used to sell it at Walmart? Is that why?
I'm not gonna sit here and say it was sold at Walmart, so that's why I didn't wear it. But when I was younger, I think I was just so into I didn't look at Champion as like an athletic brand.
Okay.
And I think maybe I was just so caught up with liking Nike and
Yeah.
Adidas,
Trying to be
the stuff you
cool.
see everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. But Champion, I just remember seeing like a pair of Champion running shoes when I was younger, and I was like, I'm just not feeling it. But now I rock with Champion. I won't wear their shoes, but I don't even know if they still make shoes.
Those pop up at TJ Maxx or Marshalls sometimes, and I'm like, I don't know about that one.
See, that's another thing I was gonna say about Nike is like, it's weird because I feel like if you look at a list of companies around the world in terms of how successful they are or their profits, I don't think Nike would crack the top 100.
Top 100?
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean,
might be a bold statement.
I think so, because it's such a global brand. I mean, think about things that could be recognized all over the world. Like everybody in the world could recognize like the Coca-Cola logo. Most people in the world, I feel like, could recognize a Nike swoosh.
Well, they might. Yeah, you might be able to recognize it, and I could be wrong. I think it's kind of a hot. Based on your reaction, it's a hot take.
I'm gonna look it up.
The only reason my theory behind that is just because you're recognizable doesn't mean that you're making bread. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what'd you Google?
I'm trying to see. I'm just seeing like where do they rank in profit.
Just look up the top 100 most successful company or profitable companies or whatever. Because I'm thinking you see Nike. I mean, you can go online and see Nike selling for thousands of dollars, but you can also pull up to your local TJ Maxx or ROSS and go in there and get a pair of Nike shoes for $20.
Fact.
And they got shoes selling for thousands of dollars online on the
Right.
resale.
Right. But I'm saying like, I don't know. I just feel like
Like,
when
just
something's
because
that,
it's-
that's recognized. I think you might be right, at least according to this website.
Well, I'm saying like, what's another company that everybody knows? Toys R Us, and they're bankrupt. They're gone. They're out of here, right?
But that's not on the same level. Like you couldn't show like someone in a foreign country like the Toys R Us logo, and they would know what you were talking about. But
You don't
could
think
show,
so?
I don't think so. I mean, you can show like,
I'm not denying that Nike's recognized worldwide.
but I
I'm
guess
just
that's what
saying-
just. But I mean, I don't see it on this. What website is this?
Is there any dates on there?
companiesmarketcap.com. I think it's like updated daily as far as like the stock goes.
And it's not on there at all.
No.
See,
So all right.
I don't know. I could be wrong. There could be maybe
Hey,
this
yeah,
is something we research.
I'll
And bring back to the table.
but it's not a bad take because at least there's a source here.
There's
that
something
doesn't-
saying that it's not. What kinds of companies are on there? If you don't mind me asking.
Apple, Microsoft.
Okay, yeah.
Google,
See, that's the
tech.
page I was on,
Yeah.
or not the
And then so it's like tech and then oil, like the people who run the world.
stuff that really matters.
Yeah, the people that like actually run the world. Pfizer's on here. Like, isn't that kind of fucked up, right? Pfizer.
Yeah, you see what I did by making the statement, right?
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
We're going down.
Yeah.
Johnson and Johnson, bro.
I'm telling you, dog.
Ben,
But that's
the
the thing.
Benz, dude.
It just
come
shows you that Nike's the culture, but they're not even in the top. You know what I'm saying?
on. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Walmart's
But is there
on
any
there.
fashion on there? Is Walmart on there?
Yeah, Walmart's on there. Tesla. That makes sense. We're getting down. Whoa, Freddie Mac, dude. I feel like that's a small company.
Is there any fashion on there?
I don't see any like brands like that, but
Louis, no.
I guess you're right.
B-word.
As far as if you think about like global earnings, like
Yeah.
Google and Nike are not even like on the same planet. I guess I was just thinking,
Right.
Like brand recognition would equal that, but it's just not the case. It's clothes.
But think
much
about
money
how
can you make
often-
off of it.
Think about how much you see Nike. How often you see Nike. You turn any channel you're on. Well, most channels they're gonna show you a Nike advertisement, Nike commercial. You know what I'm saying? They got all these big athletes with them. They're the first to do stuff when it comes to being socially aware of some situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like being in the good graces of the public eye. I feel like that's what Nike is, except for all the fuckery they got going on with child slavery. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, that's the crazy thing about
Excuse
Nike.
my language.
That's the crazy thing about Nike is like, I feel like they put out all these ads and shit that are just like supposed to be like such like social warrior shit, and it's like all of that's fake.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna sit here and like be like I'll never wear Nike again because like I'm wearing Nike right now, but I'm also not gonna be someone who's like, oh, I think it's so great that Nike like puts out these ads with like Colin Kaepernick and stuff because like it doesn't, none of it it's all just fake. It's for more money, like if doing that didn't make them more money, they wouldn't do it. It's
Yeah.
not like I think that's the problem with like a lot of brands and stuff is like they do these things that are like socially good, and which it's still probably a net positive because they are putting like something positive out into the world, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
But I don't think you should like be like people like suck them off for that. But the real reality is like if that wasn't going to make them more money, there's no way they would do it. And like it's making them more money, so they keep doing it.
Yeah.
It's a company, like they don't actually care about you.
No.
Like,
They have to make money.
it's the
so
bottom
whatever
line.
They're doing.
Yeah. So gotta reel back in a little bit. It is a good thing because like ads like that and stuff, like it's super good because it is positive and people might see it and act positively because they saw it. So that is a good thing. But I just don't think the companies deserve quite as much credit as they get for doing stuff like that.
No, that was very well said.
Thank you. I had to tone it back because at first I was like, "Fuck that!" Oh, bro, I'm looking. I hit the backer. I'm looking at my boy,
The
the dude from
congressman?
yeah. He's funny looking.
Shame on him.
You see this dude?
I think
Wait.
so. I'm not watching that video, dog.
No, bro, I'm not. I just want to show you the picture. Oh my god, I'm leaving
Yeah.
him up for the rest of the time. That
great.
shit is funny.
Great.
But yeah, as far as like brands I like, New Balance, I like Carhartt, I like Champion. I mean, I gotta say the DSG is kind of growing on me.
Bro, it's nice. I like those. I would say, how many did you name? How many
That was
brands? 4. I'll go New Balance. I'll go Carhartt. I'll go Hydro Flask. Something non-apparel related. And I will go... What do I want? I don't know. I'm going to keep it at 3. Did I say 3?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll keep it at 3.
Hydro Flask.
Carhartt. What, you don't like Hydro Flask?
It's not that I don't like it.
You can
it's
say
just,
it's overrated. That's fine.
I just
but
feel like it's very-
their brand is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that is pretty cool.
you see these bottles everywhere.
That's true. But I have like a fake. I'm holding a fake one. I just feel like it's easy to replicate, and it's not that much
Yeah,
different.
It's super easy to replicate.
Although I guess you could pretty much say that about anything we
Right.
just said. So
Yeah.
I guess I won't. I'm not shitting on it because I know it is a nice water bottle, and there's no doubt they have a brand and a company. So
Yeah. And you don't got to worry about a straw sticking out of your bottle unless you
fair,
want one.
I did. I mean, there's video evidence of me fucking with the lid so I could get the straw out.
Right. So that's why you want to go. You want to go to hydroflask.com and you want to get your Hydro
And
Flask.
use promo code Good Friday.
Good Fridays, and if you don't have access to internet, just I think Dick's Sporting Goods carries them. Go pick up some DSG socks while you're there. The Dick's Sporting Goods socks, they're fire. And yeah, don't buy any Nike though,
Or Balenciaga.
or yeah,
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna say it.
A lot of buzz around these Spotify music festival things. I guess it's kind of just like your all-time artists, but presented in the way of a music festival.
Yeah, shout out to InstaFest.
Fuck yeah.
I've been seeing these on some friends' IG stories and stuff recently, so figured I would try it out.
Yeah, we both went for it. So, I guess we could just like take a look at each other's all-time one and then pick one night that we get to go to.
All right, let's do yours first.
Okay.
So, top 3 art. Wait, how do you want to do it? You want to go? How you want to do it? Go through days or just say your top?
So
through
the
6
headliners, quote unquote. First night is Beach House. Second night is Kanye. Third night is Arctic Monkeys. No
Fire.
surprises.
Fire.
Yeah. So if you could only go to one of these nights on mine, which one you going to?
So I'm all right. Are we saying who's at the shows that I'm not going to, or are we leaving that off the table?
We'll leave it off. I think we
All right,
could post these, right?
Great.
And then everybody
I'm cool
can
with
come
that.
see.
Yeah, I like that idea. So, for those of you who know me, you know I'm gonna pick the night that Ye is headlining. So, opening. That's Wednesday night. You have it. So on the middle night, Ye's opening. Or no, Ye's the headline. Modest Mouse is opening.
Bro, Modest Mouse.
That's a pretty good
Fuck
opener.
yeah.
You know what I'm
That'll
talking
be
about? Broken Social Scene. I've probably heard you play. I don't know. I've
So,
probably heard you play them.
What's
now.
cool about Broken Social Scene is they have a ton of music, and everything is like there's so many different songs that don't even sound like they're from the same band. It's like I think they're like 11 pieces or something.
How old are they?
Their
They've been
first
around for a
album,
while?
yeah, they're not like super old, but their first albums, it's been a long time now. But so like sometimes there's a girl singing, sometimes there's a guy singing. Like it's just, and sometimes they like have some horns and stuff in there. It's pretty cool.
Like Brockhampton.
Yeah, I guess that's
That was a joke. I don't know Brockhampton. that
me
well.
neither. I just lied to
Sorry,
to
that was
follow
off
along.
topic. All right, so I'm gonna check them out. So you said they got lots of music.
Tons.
There's they're an 11 piece.
I think like 10 or 11. There's a
That's
lot of
wild.
people. I was watching a live performance and there's a ton of them.
Well, that's exciting right after Modest Mouse. And then we got the Last Shadow Puppets. Don't know anything about them.
Alex Turner, Arctic Monkeys lead singer, side project.
Currently or
I mean, they haven't put out an album in a long time,
Oh,
but I
wow.
mean, it's not like dead. I don't.
is it
think.
like a Yeah, I don't know. Is it like Watch the Throne? Is it like a collab?
Yeah, it
between-
is.
okay.
It is. It's the other guy's Miles Kane.
Who's
Um,
that?
It's just he's another like kind of British
Okay.
singer songwriter, but their stuff's cool. It's not super like heavy rock. It's like really quiet and a lot of strings and stuff. I know when they perform live, like they've had like a string section with them. So
That's hype.
yeah, it's a cool one.
Illiterate Light. I know you've talked about that. I know I've listened to them. I probably got a few songs.
Yeah, it's the mosh pit from the first ep.
Yeah.
Talk about being in a mosh pit.
JMU.
Yeah,
Yeah. So we got some JMU alum
yeah. There you go.
at the
Shout
festival.
out.
That's cool. That's cool. And then we got Interpol.
Interpol. Yeah, that's like early 2000s New York, like the Strokes scene kind of. That's
I like
play
that.
Yeah, I play their music a lot.
I like the Strokes. The Symposium. I know I've got a couple songs from them.
Yeah,
Is ACL one of those songs?
Yeah.
Song's fire.
yeah. Shout out my boys Matt, Ben, Jason. They got me on the Symposium.
Yeah, shout out to them. And you know I gotta see my
Logic, bro.
biracial homie Logic.
My man.
Let's go.
Dude, I used to listen to so much Logic when I was like a freshman.
In high school?
No, in college.
College.
And like late high school, early college, I
Mhm.
was like one of my favorite artists. He was always like one of my tops, but
Yeah, I personally Logic. I was listening to Logic like 28, maybe 20. I want to say 2015 to 2017. Probably. I had his stuff playing. I like his older stuff, like his older mixtapes and stuff, like Young Sinatra and that era. But then we got Deer Hunter.
shoegaze music, so like super kind of like
They have one. Well, they might have more than one. Do they have one really big song? Because I feel like I've heard of. I feel like I've definitely seen that before.
I don't
Deer
know if
Hunter.
they have like a huge song. I know that they have an album that was one of my personal picks for albums that should be listened to all the way through.
Ah,
We did that a while ago.
I think that's when I saw it.
Yeah.
Or did you have any of their songs on our Spotify playlist?
I might have, yeah.
Yeah, that might have
I
been
might
where I
have.
seen it.
Cryptograms by Deer Hunter. This
Okay.
is a great album.
Oh, that's a cool cover art.
That is a phenomenal album and super good to listen to all the way
So,
through.
what's the genre?
It's like
I'm
They-
assuming all these have been like. Well, you said this one was like shoegaze. What does that mean?
so like it's like when there's like really long like kind of droning like jams and stuff,
Okay.
and they call it shoegaze because it's like one of those like where the
Oh.
band's like looking down and they're just
Grateful Dead.
just like staring
Dead
down
and Company.
and just like kind of jamming for a long time. Yeah, and psychedelic and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So
Okay, that's a vibe.
interesting band. They do a lot of really cool stuff.
That's a vibe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like their music. They'd be fun to see live.
MGMT, on the other hand,
Oh,
would
come
be
on.
super fun.
That'd
to
be
see
crazy.
live. Yeah, that's fire. I love MGMT. Well, Oracular Spectacular.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite albums. of
That's
all
such a
time.
good album.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
They got hits on there. I don't even know. Is it that long of an? Is it longer than 10 songs?
I don't know. It's
They
probably
got like 5 cuts on there, I would say.
Yeah, I feel like it was like a greatest hits album. Honestly, like there were so many songs on there that went so big for them, but
Fire.
well deserved.
Shout out to MGMT. Then we got the homie Jack Harlow.
Come on, bro.
Got to be there for that. We spent like the first 3 episodes talking about him in some form, so I don't really feel like we need to talk about him that much for this specifically. Plus, I know who he is.
Yeah, shout out,
KG Elephant, right after Jack.
dude. So fun to see live.
You got me in a KG Elephant. Like I think the first song I heard was "Ain't No Rest for the Wicked" when that was playing on DC 101 when I was in like middle school or something like that. That's KG Elephant, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah. So, and then I didn't listen to them in high school, and then You're a pretty big fan of KG Elephant, I would say. You've seen him a couple times, right? Or once?
I've seen them twice. Yeah.
Twice?
Second time I waited in line all day and was like right on the barrier, so it was just unbelievable. He
That's
brings so
awesome.
much energy. It's crazy. That would be a really fun show to see at a festival.
Yeah, I like their music, man. It's a lot of the stuff is real catchy too.
Yeah, they're great songwriters and it's
Yeah.
fun. It's all really fun music. But some of their earlier stuff is kind of wild. Like the album that Ain't No Rest for the Wicked on has some pretty crazy stuff, and then the album right after that has like some really bizarre stuff on it.
Really?
Yeah, some really really cool stuff.
Stuff you've played?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I listen to all their music, so
That's true. All right, and then after KG Elephant, we got the headliner, Yay.
I mean, come on.
Coming out, The Father Stretch My Hands, Part 1. It'd be fire.
God, that would be pretty fucking cool.
Dude, that's a really cool list. And there's variety. It's not all hip hop like I feel like a lot of mine is. There's a nice decent mix in there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all 3 nights would be fun. I mean, obviously for me.
And there's some hit. I mean, aside from no shade to some of the smaller artists on here, but like everybody knows some Modest Mouse songs. Everybody knows some Logic songs, MGMT, Jack Harlow, KG Elephant. Everybody, of course, everybody knows Kanye West songs. But I don't know. I feel like that's a good variety to where this is one of those shows you could go to, knowing that you were going to find some new talent and you were going to hear songs that you could jam to, sing along, or dance to and stuff like that. So
Yeah, and not to toot my own horn, but like first night Beach House headliner, Mac Miller, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Tame Impala, all on the same night. Come on,
bro, you just threw me under the bus, and you told everybody I didn't pick Mac Miller, so
I mean, it was gonna come out anyway.
Yeah.
But hey, gotta roll with the boy,
yeah,
the future
That's a
leader
fire
of
show.
the free world.
yeah, that's a fire show. You got Kendrick, Cole, and
On the same night, dude.
and the Doors, bro. Stop playing. And you
The
got
Doors.
Steely Dan,
What a night that would be.
and you got Steely Dan. Yeah, we got Steely Dan on our weekly Spotify playlist. Go tap in, check that out.
Oh yeah, shout out Steely Dan. I've seen them a couple times.
Yeah, that's one of your groups, isn't it?
Yeah, I used to really like. I mean, I still really like them. I don't listen to them as much as I used to, but yeah, I've seen them a couple times too.
All right,
Attention to detail.
for Steely Dan.
Yeah,
Is that an album or that's just a statement?
that's just a statement.
Yeah.
Attention to
Dude, they're
detail.
fire. That song "Reeling in the Years" is one of the songs I've been hearing since I was a kid. But
Yeah,
when you turn it on and that guitar comes
Yeah.
on, bro.
it's just like everything in there is so everything they do is so thought out and planned that it's like a machine in a good way. But then when they play live, it's very good. I would have loved to seen them in their prime.
I feel you.
Okay,
So now you're picking one of my nights.
I am picking a night of yours.
I don't know, man. Is it easy? Is it an easy pick?
It's not.
Okay,
It's not.
I like that.
It's not.
Because there's some ones on here. So I'll go ahead and say my headliners. First night, Ye. Second night, Jack Harlow. Third night, Drake.
So, I think I want to take the Kanye one, the night with Ye, but man, it would be like, okay, yeah, you know what? I think that's what I'm gonna go with. But in my personal taste, this is not against you, Ye and Mac Miller really carry this one.
Yeah, bro.
I don't really think, but I like to also think like country concerts outdoors are fun. Fact.
You can't not have a good
Fact.
time at a country
Fact.
concert. I'm telling you, don't matter.
So you get a lot of that, and I do like Zach Brown Band. I'm actually pretty sad I missed them. They came around to Jiffy Lube pretty recently. I missed it. Joey Badass would be fun. But yeah, like I don't listen to. Oh man, Trippie Redd, dude. I don't know. Kid Cudi. Ooh.
Bro, all right. So with Kid Cudi, all you got to do is throw a few water bottles at him. He'll get off the
Yeah,
stage.
he'll get off the stage.
'cause,
Although,
man,
but in this
I'm
fantasy
doing that
world,
at my own show. I'm getting them off.
What
Right?
what
Just
about
so
in this
everybody knows.
fantasy world that they do some songs together, him and Kanye? Because this is, anything could happen in this world. I mean, Mac Miller's playing and on the same night as Kanye and Zach Brown band. So I feel
Yeah, I
like,
guess. Yeah, if everything's patched up, that's cool.
but you're throwing water bottles.
If he starts playing his own
Mid-Cudi.
song, yeah, of course. Trippie Redd, I went through, I guess maybe that was sophomore year. I was listening to him a ton. I think that's one of the reasons he's on there. Zach Brown Band, I've seen them 2 times, I think, and each time they outperformed themselves the last time.
So good. And I'm not going to sit and pretend like I don't like them. I don't listen to them as much as I
Yeah.
used to, but Kenny Chesney, I saw him once, and that was fun.
That's
Like,
a
it was-
party, bro.
Yeah, it is. And I feel like the same would probably be true for, like, Eric Church. Zach Bryan. Is he country music?
So Zach Bryan's the guy I mentioned a few
The
episodes back.
Ticketmaster guy.
Yeah, and I mentioned him in like the second episode, I think. He's sort of taken the country music world by storm, or has been for the last few months now. So it's cool. He's a cool dude. Got a good voice and makes good music, good songwriting. And then
Although your Drake night is good too, though.
yeah,
Travis Scott, Playboy Cardi,
hit that night's
Lil
the
Wayne,
best
Lil
night.
Uzi Vert. Fuck that. Yeah, Kendrick Lamar. Okay,
Baby
you know,
Keem,
Oh,
Chris
Juice WRLD,
Stapleton.
bro. Oh,
what?
man.
That's the night. That's
yeah,
the
that
night.
is the night.
that's-
I feel like I overlooked it because I'm not really a Drake guy. but
Yeah.
I would become one because that sounds like
That
fun.
night is. I mean, that night's ridiculous. I wish I could sub. I wish I could sub Drake for Ye on that night, or Juice WRLD for Mac Miller. That'd be fire.
Yeah,
No disrespect to Juice WRLD, but
yeah. All right, so I'm switching my pick. It will be hard to not see Kanye and Mac Miller, but I mean, I'm not gonna.
that's
say
valid, dude. That Drake, Juice WRLD, Kendrick, Morgan, Stapleton, Gunna, Travis, Cardi, Roddy,
Roddy
Uzi,
Rich, dude.
Wheezy, and Baby Keem.
Yeah, that's fun. I'm doing
That's cool.
that. Get a little time to catch your breath with Chris Stapleton and Morgan Wallen.
Yeah,
And then it's just right back to,
and then you pick it back up.
yeah, I like that. Well, that was fun.
Yeah, I
like these things. It's
Yeah.
cool. It's cool. And we'll put them up, and then
We'll
you guys
post
can
them.
vote who's you'd rather go to.
Yeah, and I'm excited for Spotify Wrapped. I feel like that's what this. They know whoever made InstaFest knows
Yeah.
that people are waiting for that Spotify Wrapped. So
Yeah,
They-
Spotify Wrapped is a great time of year.
yeah, it's perfect. And I would say I feel for everybody who's not on Spotify, but I don't, because if you're still on Apple Music,
It's time. It's
yeah, I
time
don't-
to make the change.
you know.
Stop missing out.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why you keep doing that to yourself. I think I've seen some of my friends make the switch, honestly, so that's been cool to see. But yeah, I'm excited for Spotify Wrapped.
Yeah, can't wait. It's always fun. I always try to make it a point of emphasis to listen to more artists every year. It's like kind of always like part of my New Year's resolution. I like try to. It was like last year. I think I cracked the 1,000 mark of different artists.
Of new artists to listen to?
Yeah.
That's hype.
So I just try to grow it every year and grow my overall listening time, just because it's like, I feel like a lot of times I have, like if I'm doing something that I can't be listening to music, that's one thing. But if I'm just like sitting there watching stupid videos on like Instagram or something,
Mhm.
like I'd rather be listening to a podcast or music. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm always trying to get my numbers up on Spotify.
Yeah, I don't know what my number was for newly discovered artists. I want to, for some reason, I want to say 1,200, but I don't think that's right.
Could be. I mean, I'm pretty sure mine was over. That can't be right. I didn't
1,000
listen to
is a lot.
I didn't.
But
listen
that's
to
why I said
1,000.
1,200 is coming to me, but I think
Yeah.
it might have been like 290 or something. I
Yeah,
don't know.
maybe mine was. That can't be right. I wish I could check. Can I check last year's?
No,
Well, I guess I'll see what
unless
it
you
is
have a
this year
photo,
because
yeah.
I kind of made the same effort, and
Yeah.
then I'll be able to kind of judge it.
Yeah, I'll be excited to talk about our Spotify Wrap when that comes up. But
Yeah, that'll be a good one. But, yeah. Yeah, that music festival thing was pretty cool.
for sure. All right.
Got anything else?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, I think we can probably call it quits.
I'm down for that.
Okay. Well. Wait, you got something?
Shout out to everybody listening.
Yeah.
Um,
Always.
And check out you can follow us on Instagram, goodfridays.co.
Mhm.
We're gonna try to get into posting more content. Check out our Spotify playlist, the Good Fridays playlist. You can look that up on Spotify. We got a link in our bio as well.
Big shout out on the playlist. Big shout out to Lobby Boy, small up and coming artist.
Oh yeah.
I put one of their tracks on there. It's like they had an EP out, and it was like so good and so many really good songs. And then I don't know what happened, but it was taken off Spotify for a long time, but it just came back. So I put a track on there. Shout out them. Super, super good. Another band that's all attention to detail. So, sorry. But yeah, that's check out the playlist. Yeah, and check us out on YouTube. Bear with us. Things are coming. Things are coming on the video aspect. And yeah, we're just we're happy to have you guys along with us while we keep rocking and rolling every week.
Yes, sir. I don't think I have anything else. Shout out to everybody tuning in.
Yeah, shout out the listeners, the fam.
Please send us some music recommendations. We would love to see what you guys are listening to, and we love getting put on to new music. So
Yeah, please. Yeah, and the albums were awesome to hear what you guys like. So we're hoping to do some more stuff like that and keep interacting with everybody. So yeah, shout out to you guys for listening, and I guess we'll see you next week.
sounds good.
Okay, love you guys.
Peace.